Hey guys, it's Maddie. I'm just gonna make an update for Avery because I know that I haven't updated on her in a while. Um, First off, she's back in my area, so she's closer to me, and she's still in the hospital though. So since she's in the hospital, she didn't get to come home for Christmas, so that kind of sucked. But we did have a fun little day over there. But she is back in my area because the hospital she was at said she was completely fine and they didn't need to do anything else with her. So all she really needed to do is grow and learn how to feed, and that's what my hospital NICU is specialized at. So she's now here, and I don't think I really talked much about her liver. She's having problems with her liver, and it's kind of hard to explain because the doctors really don't know what's wrong with her yet. So it's kind of hard to tell you what's wrong with her. But she's been having problems with her liver, and it's all kind of like, it's all really, really confusing. Let's see. The reason why we can't just feed her normally like we do, like everyone does with their babies, feeds them, waits a couple hours, feeds them again, waits a couple hours, in the cycle. But we can't do that with her because of the thing that happened when she had to get the chest tubes put in. She can't really handle milk well, so it's kind of hard to just feed her and just let her feed, because we have to get her body used to it again, since she wasn't fed for so long before she had her surgery and after she had her surgery. So her body just was getting used to not being fed, so her intestines were kind of shutting down, and her kidneys and her liver and everything. So her kidneys are looking better, and they're working, and they're perfectly fine now. And her stomach is digesting food, but you have to start slowly and do a slow pace, because if we don't, we could just run into the same problem again with her going back to putting the chest tubes in, and we'd have to start all over again. So her liver is the main problem right now, and it's just because it's big. Your liver should really be, I don't know if you guys can see this, but your liver should really be tucked underneath, your ribs should be tucked underneath her, but hers was coming out that much underneath her ribs, my chest is kind of covering it, but coming that much out of her ribs. So it was really big on her when they and by the time she left Fresno, it was that big. And now they look at it and it's only that big. So it is improving, but it's not the best. So they were just working on that and trying to make sure she doesn't have any metabolic diseases or any other kind of problems with her. I asked them, and they said that she didn't have a big liver before she left Fresno, so that pretty much means that she wasn't born with it. So hopefully that means she's not born into something, and it occurred because she had surgery, she stopped being fed, and she was on so many harsh medications that could really put a damper on her liver. So that's pretty much up to date with her liver and her feeding. And they said that they've been giving her little drops in her mouth, of milk, and letting her suck on it with her pacifier, so she can get to be used to the idea that you suck on something like a pacifier and milk comes out. She's been doing pretty well with that, and they said if that continues for a couple more days or so, that they're going to try to give her the bottle again and see if she'll take it. And then if she does take it, she has a couple weeks to practice and get better at it. And if she gets better at it, they said that we can do rooming in rooms. And I don't know if most of you know what that is, but if people that watch 2011 Teenage Mom, I think it is, the Vanessa with her baby girl, Lily. So, if you've watched her, you guys probably know what rooming in rooms is because she did it, but, that's what, if Avery learns how to feed, that we can do, and that's just staying the night in the hospital and, being able to take care of her by herself. We do have a nurse that would be there with us, but she would only come in the room if needed. So, that's pretty much how that works. And so we're just waiting, pretty much, just waiting for tests to come back. And if everything comes back okay, they're just going to do a liver test, which they did yesterday, I think. And, just because we're waiting for the results and there's nothing we can do, just pretty much wait. So, they took a little ultrasound of her liver yesterday to look at everything to make sure that everything's okay. And, then I don't know the results of that yet, so I'm gonna get them when we go see her today. But, yeah, so, pretty much, there's nothing out there I can really tell you besides we're waiting on tests to make sure everything's okay. And waiting on her to get used to and understand how to feed. And once she does that, she can come home. And everyone's been asking me, when is Avery going to get to come home, and when, and like how long or whatever. I will make a completely separate video for that because I've been asked that so many times. And to be honest, I'm kind of asking myself that own question. So I'll try to answer it the best I can, but that will be in a different video. I'll make that one next. So that's pretty much it. All she's been doing is laying in her crib, and we go over there and play with her and get her to like grab toys and crinkle things and look at herself in the mirror and get her more alert and play with her more, because she is technically going to be a 4-month-old in 4 days. So she's acting like a 4-year-old now, even though she's smaller, almost as big as a newborn. And so we have to be over there and play more with her and be more active so she can get used to being the 4-month-old she is. They weighed her, and her last time I've heard of, which was yesterday, how much she weighed was exactly 5.5 pounds. That's 5 pounds 8 ounces. And so that's awesome. And that's like the very low scale of a newborn. Like some newborns are born 5 pounds something ounces, and that's like the very low percentile of what newborns are. So I'm really glad she's in that area now, and she is wearing newborn clothes because she can add, like, she does not fit in preemie anymore, just because she's getting fat. Well, fat for her. So we're just pretty much waiting, and that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say to you guys besides that we're waiting for tests, and once we get those tests back that we can, I can update you all on those tests to tell you the good news, hopefully. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I think I'm gonna go and make the other videos for you guys. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and my Facebook and Twitter are always in the description bar below. So I think I'm gonna make a few more videos after this and put them up for you guys. Alright, you guys, bye.